Hey, my name is RobWorks, and I'm going to show you how to use a cool plugin from Output called Exhale. Like everything else developed by Output, Exhale relies on Kontakt's sampler framework to operate, which does mean you'll need to have Kontakt Player installed. That doesn't mean you need to buy anything new though. If you do already have the paid version, then great, you're good to go. If not, you can just download the free Kontakt Player from the Native Instruments website. I do recommend installing and using the Output Hub software to manage your installation. It makes things a lot easier, and also if you don't already have it installed, you should probably install Native Access. Output has a great walkthrough on everything you need to do to get your plugin set up and running. So for this guide, I'm just going to jump right into using Exhale. To get things started, I first got to add Kontakt or Kontakt Player. So I've got the default tracks already created, and I'm just going to go over to my plugins and add in the Native Instruments section here, and Kontakt for me, and maybe Kontakt Player, depending on what you've got. And once that's loaded up, I can see all the existing Kontakt plugins I've got installed, and I think all of these actually are from Output, so these are all in the same kind of bundle. And Exhale is the one I want, so I'm going to go to Instruments here, drop it down. It's got Legacy there. I don't know what that is exactly, but it could be a 32-bit versus 64-bit thing. Either way, I always just go with the regular Exhale. You double click on that and it will load for a minute and show up with Exhale. Before we get too much further into it, let's break down some of the key pieces that we're looking at. First, you should know that Exhale works in 3 different play modes. The one that we're looking at right now is the Notes mode, but it's also got Loops mode and Slice mode. On the macro screen, which is the main section we're looking at now, the interface is going to look pretty much the same for all 3 modes, but the difference is more in the way that the samples are handled, which is somewhat shown when you change to the Engine tab, which is the other tab available in this interface. So you can see as I change to Loops mode and change to the Engine tab, I've got a whole different set of information here. So the one consistent part is the FX engine. The FX engine is kind of like a supplemental device that is included regardless of the mode that you're in. So the main difference is the way that it handles the source sampling. So it's got a separate loops device and a separate slices device. And each of these also comes with their own set of sample presets to choose from, and these are all driven by actual samples. I'll explain all of that stuff in just a bit. In this video, I'm just going to look at the basics to get you started. The other videos in this series will take a closer look at specific pieces of the engine and the modes in Exhale. So taking a look at the main interface here, you'll see these 4 sliders. These are the macro sliders, and each existing preset is already set up with a few handy automations that have descriptive names that you'll probably recognize from similar setups in other VSTs. Rhythm, tone, pulse, dirt, etc. They kind of have that same impact. You can customize these though. You can create your own macros and arrange them in whatever way you want, and we'll take a look at that as well later on in this video series. But it's good to know that these offer a lot of creative flexibility. So you can connect each of these sliders with up to 6 other parameters inside of the engine. So sliding it this way or that way will make those parameters move up or down based on what you've configured, which can create some really awesome effects. Hey, that's all I've got for you in this video. Next up though, we're going to take a look further at the Notes mode's engine UI, and we'll find out all the cool stuff you can do with it. There's a lot that you can pull off if you really get creative with the Exhale. It's just one guy though, making these in my off time, so just bear with me please, and I will get this put together as soon as I am possibly able to. By the end of this series, we'll have a full class, so I'm looking forward to that. So yeah, thanks.